Prosperity isn't just about what you can earn, it's about what you can elevate. It's waking up the purpose, living with intention, and rising in a way that creates room for others to rise with you. As I always say, success moves at the speed of execution. And when you execute with purpose, prosperity becomes something you don't just gain, it becomes something that you give.
Here we go! Nicole Johnson, Nicole Johnson, Nicole Johnson, let's go!
And welcome to today's episode of Prosperity Conversations. I'm your host, the Nicole Johnson, founder of Wealthy Women Lifestyle. And today we are talking about purpose driven prosperity, impact, and the power of women telling their stories. Oh, am I not excited about that today? Today's guest is someone whose work is transforming women's lives across multiple industries. Mel Carr is the powerhouse behind Cloversea, a company helping business leaders clear the clutter. Lord knows I need to talk to her for real in their systems, their schedules, and their strategies so they can grow with clarity and confidence. She's also the visionary behind Six Figure Chicks, and the nonprofit Her Right to Rise. Movements empowering women to own their voice, share their story, and build brands aligned with their purpose. Mel's belief is simple. Prosperity isn't about money, it's about meaning. And it's about using your success to create opportunities for others to succeed. Y'all give it up and welcome Mel C to the stage. Hey, how are
Hi.
you?
Oh, oh
I'm
my
glad
gosh.
to.
Sorry. I'm so excited. I'm like, I don't even know where we can bring up this conversation again because I'm just like,
I think our green room experience got us already charged up and ready to go. So, what happens in the green rooms, we'll let you know later, ladies and gentlemen. But I have had an awesome time with Mel already. So, this conversation is going to be lit. And I can just tell you now, do not think that this is the last time she'll be here because it's not. So, Mel, I'm going to jump right into it and start where we normally start. What
okay.
does prosperity mean to you?
It means to give, like to share with others. Like I can't tell you how fulfilling it is to share our knowledge, our expertise, with others. Like even if they're not asking for it, be like, how can I help you? How can I serve you? And if that's all I get to do every day, I think, thank goodness for the success and being able to give to others and serve.
I love that. And so prosperity is about meaning and purpose. And so, what was the turning point that made you step into this mission of helping women?
Hmm. Well, I mean, it started with Cloversea, 5 years ago with me moving to a new location and going, I'm tired of working for somebody else. I'm tired of making money for other people. How can
Mhm.
I do that for myself? And started off a little bumpy because I knew how to run other people's companies, but I didn't quite know how to run mine. However, I brought in the right people. I found a
Mhm.
business coach. I got mentors. I was able to learn from the people before me that have been there, done that. And then, sorry, go ahead.
No, no, no. Go ahead. I was going to say, I love that. Each coach, every coach should have a coach.
Yes, most
Yeah.
definitely. And I've had many coaches for different chapters of my careers that have, been there for, like you said, the sales side, the revenue side, the business structure side. And then I created the Six Figure Chicks book series movement, which is, now a
And a
global.
movement it is.
Yes. I'm like, I just love you and your show. Like I saw the gaps there of coming from corporate 25 plus years. Women didn't come
Mhm.
together, didn't celebrate each other's success. We didn't sing Kumbaya and go, how can I help you be a better person? It was
Mm,
who can get to the top the fastest, right? And then
right.
coming into the entrepreneurship, it was a lonely world. Even though you have networking and other organizations, at the end of the day, you're still sitting in your office by yourself.
Mm,
And naturally, we don't talk about our success to crowds of people or to maybe even our clients or inner circle because we don't
right.
want to feel judged.
Right.
And that's our own obstacles because people want to hear about your success. They want to know the raw, real, sometimes messy stories of how
Yep.
you where you're at today.
Yep. That is, it is messy. And I heard a lady say years ago that entrepreneurship was so lonely, but it was the pain in her voice that I heard. And I remember it like she said it when we were sitting in the green room. Okay. That's just how, and it was years ago when she said that. So what I know is that when women have the support system that they need, they feel safe, they feel secure. And so what I want to ask you now is, what does it look like when a woman finally steps into her alignment with who she truly is? How does that look to you as the coach and the mentor and the visionary, all those names? How does that look to you, and what do you see them flourish into?
I love it because I get to welcome on these hugely successful women working for companies, having their own company. They're six-figure earning females. So they have their right to step into this new chapter of sharing their story of success. Coming
Mm-hmm.
into it thinking they have it all together and they know what they've done, it's been great. But then when they start putting pen to paper, I see the transformation in their face of going,
Mm,
oh my gosh. I get goosebumps just talking about it because they step into a real world of going, okay, I'm about to share something very vulnerable that not a lot of people know about me because we don't
mm-hmm.
share what goes on behind the closed doors on social media or on our websites. They are able to step into their own power and
Mm-hmm.
realize, wow, I just went through a whole lot to get to where I'm at today. And they can heal by their written words and really understand that, yes, they have succeeded in life. And what they have gone through is going to help so many others come behind them, in front of them, be as successful or more than them. And to know that their name is going to be in print forever. And I
Ever.
love saying, if
Yeah.
my story can change one person's life, job well done.
Yes, and I love that. So I know you guys, we're gonna have Mel back. So just know that is she's not coming along. I love it when she brings back others. Okay, so and but I want to ask you before we start wrapping this up. Tell me your experience when you helped when the first group of authors came together and they saw their book in print. What did that look like when you watched them, and how did it make you feel?
Mm, I love that. So I'll give you one of our more recent book launches, which was Houston Volume 1. I flew to Houston, met the authors, a crowd of 200 people were there that night supporting these amazing women and their
Mm,
stories. Like we had tables of books lined up for every author to sign. They got to really relish in the moment of knowing, wow, I'm an international best-selling author now.
yeah.
People are reading my story, my journey to help others to know that they're not alone. They can do it too. I saw the smiles on these women's faces in front of their family and their friends. And their book was the first book that I shared something so personal with the
Mm,
world. So I
mm,
shared what helped create her right to rise was that at 15, I was living on my own. and I didn't even know what a mentor was.
Mm.
For us to really understand the power of storytelling and how impactful that can be. But we're on a mission to impact as many young women's lives as possible.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. I love that. And so I'm looking forward to having you back on Prosperity Conversations. I'm gonna have to get on your calendar for a little bit longer time. I am not playing, okay? So I want to thank you, Mel, for your purpose, your leadership, and your commitment to helping women rise through clarity and confidence. That's the tagline for our retreat, that women will come and they will relax, release, and rejuvenate, and they will leave with clarity, confidence, and control. And your story reminds me, and I don't know if the audience takes this, but they better take this perspective too, that prosperity isn't about accumulation. It's not about things. It's about alignment. I've already had my tissue green room conference with Mel, and we're going to have a couple of more in the near future. And most importantly, prosperity isn't something that you chase, it's something that you choose. It's not perfection, it's progress with purpose. This has been another episode of Prosperity Conversations, and I am the Nicole Johnson. Mel, thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to have you back. And until next time, bye. All right,